Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are on Ocean Boulevard. We're going to give you a bike tour and show you everything that's new on Ocean Boulevard here in Myrtle Beach. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you. So up here on the left is the Sea Captain's house. We frequently get asked what our favorite restaurant is here, and the answer is always Sea Captain's house. So I'll pan over so you can see it. I know it looks small from the street, but it's not. It's actually got like 3 levels that go down towards the beach. You've got beautiful beachfront views. They have outdoor seating, indoor seating, outdoor bar, indoor bar, but most importantly, they have great food. That's how I judge a restaurant. Is the food is number 1, the service is number 2, and they have great food and great service. So we definitely recommend them highly. We eat there pretty frequently, so that's a pretty recent review there. We do have a video of that on our channel. I'll link it in the description below if you're interested in watching. And also, if there's anything that we have a film of that I mentioned in a video, you can always go to our YouTube site. So go to @Carmen and Brian on YouTube, click on our channel page, and you can search on that channel page for all of our videos, because we've got years and years and years of videos, mostly on Myrtle Beach, other things too, before we finally settled on Myrtle Beach as our focus area. But all kinds of Myrtle Beach information out there to help you plan your vacation. We've also got a bunch of playlists that are on our channel. They're curated playlists where I have put videos together in a way that will help you plan your trip. So definitely check those out as well. We have got a strong headwind right now. You may be hearing that on the video. Hopefully you can still hear me. It's quite windy today, but it is beautiful. We've got some light clouds, but a lot of blue sky too. Can't really see it right now for these big hotels. And it's just a beautiful day. We have had a blistering hot summer, as has most of the Southeast. And I'm talking heat indexes in the hundreds. So it's been incredibly hot. It is still hot now, but we finally are having a different feel to the air. A lot of wind right now. The air feels lighter, it's easier to breathe, it's less humid. It definitely feels different, so that's nice. So if you're coming to visit soon, hopefully you'll get in some of this great weather. There's a big line at Magnolia's waiting to get in to eat breakfast. I always get asked what time it is when I film these videos. So let's see, it is 9:26 exactly right now. So that gives you an idea of what's going on. And a lot of people are out and about early today because we've actually already biked this in the other direction. So this is on the way back from the way we came. And there are tons of, even on the way down, there were tons of people out already. And we biked for quite a long time. So it is a busy day today. Lots of activity. It's a fun time of the year at Myrtle Beach for sure. Let us know in the comments, do you prefer on season or off season? So do you prefer the tourist, the busy season when it's warmer, or do you prefer the off season when it's cooler but there's less people? Even though we live here, our favorite time of the year here is the fall, specifically October. It's usually still warm, no guarantees, but it's usually still warm. It's usually still warm enough to swim depending on your personal constitution. And it is so much less crowded. It's a really pleasant time to be here for sure. And everything's still open. There's a few things that close down the off season, but most things stay open year round now. There's very few things that close down for the off season. A couple of things. So you see the golf cart. There are a lot of rules about where you can drive golf carts, when you can drive golf carts. So check those out if you're planning to rent a golf cart while you're down here. It's a fun thing to do, but just be sure you go to the City of Myrtle Beach's website and check out the golf cart regulations, because they do have them. And also the state of South Carolina has golf cart regulations. So if you're coming from out of state, be sure to familiarize yourself with those. So here we're at the Boardwalk Beach Resort. We're going to pass all the resorts here, so you can take a look and see if you see the one you're going to stay at. Let us know in the comments if you see the one you're going to stay at that you're looking forward to staying in. We're always interested to hear about that. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps us a lot. And if you'd like to get not necessarily daily videos, but more frequent videos Be sure to follow us on Instagram. We are at Carmen and Brian, and that's Brian with an I, on Instagram, and we post Insta stories frequently, which are little short videos, and so you get to see things as they're happening right away. And we also post things there that we do not put on YouTube, so you'll also see some original content there if you're interested in that. And no, we don't make any money doing that. We just do that for you guys. It's just to share more of the beach so you can get your Myrtle Beach fix. Like I said, more on a daily. Like I said, we don't do every day. We're people too, and we have lives, and we don't always get to do something cool or exciting, but when we do, we like to share it with you. So we're crossing 21st Avenue North. Got a Ben & Jerry's and a Starbucks here. We're right across from the Breakers and also the new Marriott Towers. They've got a Spring Hill Suites and a Courtyard by Marriott. Those opened last year in June, so those are new. But, you know, from a hotel perspective, they're new. You got Beach Bums Beach Cafe on the left, and a different Beach Bums, not the same kind, gift shop on the right. And then coming up here, we've got Lulu's Cafe on the right, and that is usually popular. There's usually a lot of people there, sitting outside, sitting inside. Something smells really good. I don't know if that's Lulu's or coming from somewhere else, but it smells like, yeah, Brian just said behind me, you probably can't hear him, he smells like waffles. It smells so good. There's a nice view of the beach, Anderson Park. We're starting to get close enough now to see the Skywheel a little bit. I know some of you, have commented on the safety or lack thereof of biking on Ocean Boulevard. I will say this, and I will always say this, and I usually try to put something in the description. Always bike at your own risk. We are not proposing that this is a safe thing to do. We do wear helmets. We do obey the laws, and we like places that have bike lanes because we feel like they're a little safer. And I have an incredibly loud horn on my bike for cars. So, but yeah, there's still inherent risk in biking, so we are definitely not saying it's a safe thing to do, but we try to stay as safe as possible, of course. And you got to live your life, do what's right for you. So this flashing sign up here is saying that they still have the restrictions in place on Friday and Saturday on Ocean Boulevard. They'll only allow southbound traffic from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. So what that means is the direction we're going right now is the only way they allow traffic. The northbound lane is reserved for emergency vehicles only, so it's closed to drive on. So if you are staying on Ocean Boulevard, that's something to keep in mind. So if you go out for dinner at night, for example, you definitely will want to keep that in mind, because you'll only be able to get to your hotel from one direction. So you'll need to go up Kings Highway, or depending on where you're staying, Oak Street or whatever, you'll need to cut across and then come down south to get to your hotel. Over here we have the Boulevard. On the left they have a lot of things there. Tin Roof, Legends, an arcade, all that kind of stuff. They've also got the Funplex on the right, has roller coasters, has a roller coaster, I should say, drop tower, some kid-friendly rides, all kinds of stuff there. That is an amusement park. And then coming up is the Olympic Pancake House. It is always popular. We always see a lot of people there. Open daily 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Ooh, a lot of trash on the street. That's unfortunate. Looks like napkins probably fell off of a truck or something. That's a bummer. Here's Riptides on the left. And then we got the Beach House on the right. They've got outdoor seating. It's usually packed when they're open. They do not open until 11 a.m. that is, so we're too early for them. The Skywheel also opens at 11, but they're doing some testing right now. And then over on the right are extreme thrill rides. You've got a bungee ride, you've got a drop tower, you've got a spinning ride, all kinds of extreme thrill rides. We do love the Skywheel. We recommend it. It is a lot of fun. We have an annual pass for it. We like it so much. It's always a great ride. The cars are air conditioned, you're fully enclosed, so even if you think you're afraid of heights, it may or may not bother you. I can't guarantee it won't bother you. Underneath the Skywheel is the Landshark Bar and Grill, which is owned by Jimmy Buffett's company, same company as Margaritaville. Coming up here on the right very shortly, well, actually I should mention on the left, we're going to have the Gay Dolphin, a couple of arcades, a bunch of places to eat, some gift shops. And then coming up on the right here behind Love Sugar, you've got a bunch of Ripley's attractions that are either new or renovated. You've got Crazy Golf, which is the indoor putt-putt, which is brand new. We have a video on that. I'll try to remember to link that below. We also have a video, same video, that covers the Ripley's Illusion Lab, which is also right here. They also have a Haunted Adventure. They have a Mirror Maze. And they also have Ripley's Believe It or Not, which is at the end here. And I'll point that out when we get to it. All right, somebody's called me out multiple times for not mentioning Mr. Fry's, so we're passing Mr. Fry's right now. So there you go. There's a bunch of gift shops here. When you're biking or driving or whatever, it's hard to point out every single thing. It really is. There's so much stuff going by so fast, and I'm trying to look for cars and look for pedestrians and all that good stuff. Here is the Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's like a big, unusual museum, not a stuffy museum. It's pretty fun. We just went in it recently. We enjoyed it. We've done it in the past. I do have an older video, and it's pretty similar, so I will try to link that in the description below because not much has changed. There's a few differences. Over here on the left is the main boardwalk area, and you've got the volleyball courts, but that's the primary boardwalk. The boardwalk actually goes 1.2 miles, give or take, from 2nd Avenue up to 14th. And so it's pretty long, so it's not just that main central area. There's a lot of other parts to the boardwalk, a lot of hotels on the boardwalk. Oh wow, Brian, I know you can't hear him, behind me just pointed out that they have completely demolished Nathan's right over there. Wow, I didn't even hear about that in the news or anything. It's pretty interesting. So wow, so don't come here expecting Nathan's. It was Nathan's and Arthur's, in case you can't hear Brian behind me. Wow, that's pretty surprising. So over here on the left is the 8th Avenue Tiki Bar. So if you're looking for some tiki fun, they've got you covered. And then a bunch of other eateries. And then I want to point this out because it's new. Over here on the left, they're building what we think are condos, oceanfront condos that are going to be on the boardwalk. And it looks like the bottom is going to be storefronts. So we'll have more stores, and then we'll have condos on top. We will keep you posted as that unfolds because I have seen literally no announcements about it. I'm just going by how it looks. It looks like condos on the top, businesses on the bottom. Wow, I'm catching all the lights today. I know one of you pointed out, you know, it's good we stop for the lights. It's not just because we're great people, it's safety. You know, like that car right there, they have the right of way. I don't want to get run over. So I'm going to look out for myself. But yeah, it's a good practice. You know, if we're on rural roads, that's a little different. But when you're in a city like this, in a busy area, you definitely want to stay safe. I'll be curious what this lot over here on the right becomes. They're using a staging area for that construction right now. I'm wondering if it'll be parking because there's no parking for those condos. So I'm wondering if it's going to be their parking. Don't know. We'll find out about that too. That big building you see right there on the left is the Homewood Suites by Hilton. There's several Hilton properties here. And there's Sharky's. That's some oceanfront dining. There's also several Marriott properties, so if you want to stick with a major chain, you can definitely do that here. We personally recommend that. The major chains have a certain set of standards, plus it's a little easier to get some recourse if you do have an issue with the large chains. But, you know, sometimes you get a better deal if you don't go with the big chain, so you have to do what's right for you. Loud truck. Everybody's stocking up for the day. Got the trucks unloading the goods. Over here at the Bayview on the boardwalk, so there's another hotel on the boardwalk. We've got Starbucks coffee. And all along here in this area, on the beach side, which is the side over here, there are public beach access areas. Some are for pedestrians, some have parking. And you do need to pay for those, and starting this year, Myrtle Beach is going to start charging year-round for parking, which is a bummer. I know some of you have talked about that. We find it a bummer too. But you know, there's always other places you can go. You know, like as of now, Garden City's public beach access parking does not have a fee. And there are other places around that are in the county. The county, as of right now, does not charge for public beach access. That could change at any time, so at the time of this recording. So there's still other places that you can go, but if you live here, you know, in the city, you can get a pass. If you live in the county, you can buy a pass. It's not cheap, but you can buy it. But yeah, if you're just here for a vacation, you'll be paying by the hour or by the day. We just did a video recently on parking and where to park if you want to go to the Boardwalk or any of those new attractions that we just showed in the Boardwalk area that are on Ocean Boulevard, or the Skywheel, any of that. We showed where all the best parking is for that, including some free parking. Yes, we did show some free parking. So if you're interested in that video, I will link it in the description below. And if I forget to link it, you can go to our channel, like I mentioned, and search for it. And we literally did that for you. That was not to help us in any way. We already know where the parking is. That is just to help you know where to park, because that's one of the most frequent questions that we get. That and where the bathrooms are. And unfortunately, we already passed the bathroom and I didn't point it out. Here is the Wicked Tuna and the 2nd Avenue Pier. But the public bathroom near the Boardwalk is right across the street from the Skywheel. On Ocean Boulevard, across the street from the Skywheel. So if you're looking for a public restroom, that's where you can go. Some of you have pointed out you can use the arcade restroom or whatever, but you know, you really should be patronizing the business because they have to pay to maintain those. So you know, if you're going to play at the arcade, sure, use the bathroom. But yeah, if you're looking for a city public bathroom, it's across the street from the Skywheel. It's one of the biggest complaints we hear about the public beach access at Myrtle Beach, and I don't disagree. They don't have bathrooms, most of them. There's like one really far north, I think on 54th, that has a bathroom, but it's pretty rare. And that one doesn't have much parking, the one on 54th Avenue North. The Surfside, some of their public beach access, not all of them, have proper bathrooms. And when I say proper, I mean the toilets flush. And that's south of Myrtle Beach. And you do have to pay for parking there as well during the tourist season. And then Garden City has some porta potties, but not proper flushing toilets at some of their public beach access. If you really want a nice bathroom, we recommend the Myrtle Beach State Park. We have a video on that, so you can check that out on our channel. If you're interested in that, we just did a recent updated video, and they have really nice bathrooms. But you got to get there early in the day because they do close the park when it hits capacity. So you would want to get there in the morning if it's during the busy season. Right past this light that we're coming up to, we were going to get to the Family Kingdom amusement park. You know, I mentioned not many things close in the off season. Well, Family Kingdom actually does close in the off season. They close for refurbishments, you know, so they can update and maintain the rides. But it is a pretty large amusement park. I will say that most of the rides are on the family-friendly side of the scale. There's not much in the way of like real big thrill rides. That's where the Waves on the left park used to be, water park. That is gone. Obviously, it's demolished. They have done some grading, so I don't know if they're getting ready to do something there. I've heard a rumor it's going to become a parking lot. We shall see. Some primo beach property. But over here on the right, I'll turn the camera, is Family Kingdom. So they've got a wooden roller coaster, Swamp Fox. That's a lot of fun. Brian's done that. They've got the Ferris wheel. They've got a log flume. They've got a Crazy Mouse coaster called Twist and Shout. They also have a lot of kid-friendly spinner type rides. Lots and lots of kid rides. All kinds of things for the family. So it's definitely a family-friendly park. You do have to pay for parking. There's some city parking nearby, so depending on how long you're going to stay, that might be cheaper. Or they have their own parking, but you also have to pay for it. They do sell armbands for like ride as much as you want, unless they change. Let me know in the comments if they changed, but they used to do that. And they also sell tickets per ride, so you can just pay for whatever ride you want to ride, and that's it. So there's no admission to get in, you just pay to ride. So that's kind of nice too. So if you're bringing your kids and you're not planning to ride anything, you don't have to pay to get in. So that's really nice. And they have a pretty big arcade, and so I mean, I think it's great, a family-friendly place. We have a video on it. It's not super new, but it doesn't matter because they've not really changed any of the rides, so it's completely accurate. I will try to remember to link that in the description below. And you can see Brian ride Swamp Fox on that video. Fun ride, and he said you can see the ocean from that ride. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.